Blessings family, Empress Vibrant here. Thought I'd just come and do a July um, element reading. I'm going to do air signs. I'm going to be doing Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. So the messages are come out separate, but they can be merged. So some messages that could be for some Geminis could be within the Libra reading and vice versa, and so on and so forth. So the messages are very, very general. So it won't resonate for everyone. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, leave a comment in the description box. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and yeah, all the information for your personal readings will be in the description box below. And I will timestamp the separate readings, as I will be starting with Libra. I'll pick up the Libras. You guys were the most viewed videos for the June reading, so thank you so much. So I'll be kicking off with you guys first. So we'll go into the general. I'll be doing them separately, and then we'll go into a general love reading. Yeah, and then we'll end on some advice and affirmations. Okay, all right, let's start off. Okay, so lovely Libras, we're going to kick off with you. So your root energy is the goddess of the moon. Okay, the goddess of the moon. When the goddess of the moon shows up in your reading, it lets me know that Libras at this particular time are quite emotional. They're very intuitive right now. They might be doing a lot of dreaming, daydreaming as well, visions. This is a high intuition card. As you can see behind, we've got the moon. The moon is associated with intuition and dreaming, foresight. So for some of you, that this energy of feeling that something isn't right, or feeling that there's a shift going on. And as you see, it's a full moon. We are actually in cusp of a full moon right now. We're also in Mercury retrograde, which means the communication is going to be a little bit shaggy right about now for a little while. So rest assured, it will calm down in time, but for now, communication might be a little bit up and down. But this is why it's a great time to rely more on your intuition and what you're feeling inside, instead of having to always rely on your words. Obviously, yeah, you use your words, but sometimes that can fumble you. So mainly deal with your intuition, not so much logic on this one. Yeah, so intuition. So I was asking, what is this intuition? What is this dreamscape? What is it that we are considering within this time, being that the goddess of the moon is within our energy right now, Libras? Okay, so the first energy that came out was the Eight of Cups. When the Eight of Cups shows up in our reading, it lets us know that there is contemplation about what more is out there. As you can see, this person is looking over yonder, what's over there, knowing that they've done all that they can in this particular situation. It's now time for them to look onto greener pastures, look onto doing something brand new. So this could be a project, this could be a new relationship. Yeah, cups are associated with relationships and partnerships and things of that nature. This also can talk to your career and projects and things of that nature. So many of you Libras are really kind of contemplating where you are right now. Are you getting everything that you need out of the situation that you're in? For many of you, you are looking to walk away. This is what Eight of Cups is talking about. It's about walking away from a situation that you believe isn't working for you no more. You know that there's more for you out there. Okay. And for some of you, this is definitely pertaining to work, because the Three of Cups talks about the, being happy with the work that you're doing, making sure that you are doing everything that you're doing for the right reasons. So for some of you, the intuition is telling you to stick with the career that you are currently on. And for some of you, you are really, like I said, really thinking really deeply about whether or not the career that you are in, the project that you're currently running, anything that you're doing that that requires mental fortitude, timekeeping, things. Make sure it's got to be things that you really enjoy, Libra, or you just don't get on and do it, or it just, you know, the energy for it just fizzles out. So what the goddess of the moon is saying, listen to your intuition, start weighing up your pros and cons. Is what you're doing fulfilling, or is it time now to walk away and find something brand new? Okay. Also, we have the Ace of Cups. when the Ace of Cups comes up, it lets us know that there is going to be some type of offer of love, an opportunity to connect with like-minded energies, a time where maybe this might just be an offer of love, as in romantic love. This could be partnership, collaboration as well. So look out for that. But even why the goddess of the moon is here, Libras, it's letting us know that we have to really use our intuition, really think and really feel our way through all of the situations that's happening. Because some of the time, sometimes we overthink things. So sometimes we can get ourselves confused or be so caught up in trying to work things out that we don't actually make any decisions to move. So be mindful that it's definitely a time to rely on your intuition. So when I was kind of digging into, okay, what are we walking away from? What is this Eight of Cups walking away? The clarification was coffin. And this is like the death card. So this is like the end of a cycle. This is like something dead in the water, something ending, something brand new. So it lets me know that something that is going on in and around the energy feels stagnant. It feels as though there is no path to expand. There isn't no way to move. So if this is romantic, this is a relationship that feels stagnant, and it definitely feels dead. Doesn't feel like there's much going on, and there is definitely a need to cut this particular tie. Or also for some of you, this is talking about things being stagnant, but being it that it's the end, and we're talking about a rebirth or an end. We know that death is just, the beginning. It's like death and the end. It just keeps going, and the beginning, it's a new life. So it's like rebirth. So for some of you, your relationships are going through this state where it's going through a rebirth. You are challenging one another, using your intuition to assist you on how to move forward with your relationships. This could be romantic or otherwise. So for some of you, your relationship is moving from a state of stagnancy and is going to be renewed. But for the majority energy that I can feel, something is very, very stagnant. Okay. And to clarify that further, I got the Four of Wands. So for some of you, this is the home. Some of you, what's going on in the home is not fulfilling. It feels stagnant. The energy is not where you would like it to be. So the Four of Wands talks about, home, stability, coming together. So maybe in the whole getting together and being around people, maybe this is causing a lot of issues within the home. Maybe there is just too many chefs. Maybe there are too many conflicting energies. But it just lets me know that in and around a domestic space, there is some type of stagnant energy. And for some of you, this stagnant energy is actually on the way. It's actually changing. So this is more of a past tense. And for some of you, this is what you're dealing with right now. The energy is quite stagnant. And we also have Justice. So we've got Libra coming up in your reading again. Okay, so this is the Justice card. So it looks like Libras are wanting some type of justice in this situation. So like I said, there is definitely a need to walk away from something that feels stagnant. It could be domestic, it could be work, it could be home life, it could be, colleagues. Yeah, I'm hearing misplaced or displaced. Yeah, someone doesn't feel like they belong, that they're in sync, and they want to seek for somewhere that they feel comfortable, and they want the justice in being seen, being heard, and basically to be respected in the space that they're at. But it takes you to use your intuition to know when is the best time to speak up, when is who's the best person to talk to, gaining that courage to take the plunge, to jump up and say for yourself, do you know what, I'm going to do things differently, or raise your hand and say, I'm not happy with how things are going. It's that sort of thing as well. So clarifying further, the Three of Pentacles, or we're talking about making sure that we are happy with what it is that we are doing. Three of Pentacles is being contented with where you are in your career, the projects in your business, entrepreneurship, charity work, whatever it is that you are doing. For some of you, this is making sure that you are using your intuition. Are you doing what you are doing for the right reasons? And are you getting the right results? Are you feeling that you're in the right place? Because for some of you, you've made this decision to stay where you are, and now you're waiting for your ships to come in. Have I made the right decision? Is it going to be the best outcome for me? And this is you already making this decision. And for some of you, this is making the decision to walk away. And now you're contemplating and actually waiting to see what life will look like now that you've let go of the energy that you feel like wasn't working for you. So for some of you, you're in a state of, let's see, I've let that go. Let's see where the chips fall, and see how it's all going to pan out. And for some of you, you made this decision to cut things off, and now you're just waiting for things to come in, or you're just sort of saying, right, I made this decision. What are my options? And then we've also got the Knight of Swords, and with the Knight of Swords, this knight just likes to carve out opportunities. So this person, this energy that's around you, is all about not waiting for an opportunity to come up. In fact, carve out that time for yourself. Say, right, I'm going to create this opportunity. And that's where we'll be able to move forward in all our endeavors. But let's not wait for things to move in that way. And like we said about making sure we use our intuition when people are coming in, because we're having this carving our own opportunities. But obviously there's going to be some type of offers, so we've got to be mindful about the offers and what offers to accept. So that's the general. So the gist of the Libra general is that it's a time of intuition, maybe a heightened state of being. Maybe you're going to be feeling more intuitive, maybe hearing more intuitive messages, seeing more synchronicities. This is about using your intuition in your dreams, really looking about what makes sense. What do I need to leave behind? Am I doing my jobs or my business for the right reasons? Am I in the position to accept help, accept an offer of love at this time, somebody to support me moving forward? Because the things that are not working are stagnant. It's stagnant energy, and it's in a domestic capacity. So it could be home, it could be in and around family, close friends. These could even speak to colleagues as well. And there's definitely some type of need for justice. So there is an energy of not feeling fulfilled, or not some type of injustice energy. Making sure everything is fair, and that is what Libras are about, making sure we balance the right and the wrong, balance our emotions and things of that nature. And then when we were talking about the Three of Pentacles, are we really living out our fullest potential? Are we doing everything for the right reasons? Are we just doing things just to pay the bills, or are we fully living our life purpose and things of that nature? And for some of you, you've made that decision to take the leap and to drop off the things that weren't working and truly walk away. And now you're waiting for your ships to come in to see what life is going to look like now that I have essentially pulled the rug from under my own feet, in the sense that I have taken a risk. I have not just gone along with the status quo. I've really dug deep and thought, right, this is really for me. And for some of you, you guys have made the decision to stay where you are because you realize where you are happy, and you know why you're there. And for some of you, you know that you're going to spend a certain amount of time with this particular project or within this particular career because you know why you're here. Okay. And for some of you, you're just carving out that brand new opportunity. Yeah, you're not waiting for an opportunity to come. Okay. So that's the wrap up for the Libras, and we'll get back to Libra on the love portion, okay? So let's get into the Gemini portion of the reading. So we have here, let's have a look. Okay, so we have adjacent possibilities. So we know, Gemini, there are many opportunities for you right now, and it's for you to start looking slightly outside of the box. Adjacent possibilities means it may not be the possibility that you see directly in front of you. However, there is one adjacent to that, opposite, to the side of it. You know, it's all about looking at all of your skills. It's about putting everything into alignment and start looking about what it is that you can do to get your water sources. This is about making money. Adjacent possibilities for your businesses, entrepreneurship. This is opportunities for growth even. And we mustn't forget about the growth element. When we're talking about possibilities, we're always talking about, you know, finances, you know, career and things of that nature. But it's really all about our growth, our journey. Okay, so let's start thinking about all of the adjacent possibilities that are around us, because right now that is definitely in and around your energy to start looking at all that's around you. We also have the High Priestess. And when the High Priestess comes, we talk about intuition, we talk about inspiration, we talk about expression. You know, this is finding a muse, this is finding a stimulus, something that excites you, that is going to inspire you to start looking outside of the box, start allowing you to take those leaps of faith, explore the adjacent possibilities, the things that you may not have first wanted to look at, or it's not the, you know, it's outside of your usual remit. But this is about being inspired to start exploring all your adjacent possibilities, because Gemini, there are so much possibilities for you to gain clarity, to grow, to make that money, you know, as well as to put yourself in the position to have, what's the word for it? Have command over your mental state and your emotional state, okay? And then we also have the Seven of Cups. So not only are we saying we've got adjacent possibilities, we're saying we've got 7 cups as well. So this is opportunities again. This is at least 7 different ways, 7 different cups that you can look into, 7 different ways to make money, 7 different avenues to expand and to grow. Okay, so this is brilliant as well. So we know that there's enough opportunities for you, but you have to start digging a bit more deeper, Gemini. You have to start thinking a bit more outside of the box. Start exploring things that you may not have looked at, some of the talents that you may think are silly now. Maybe some of those talents will do well online now. Maybe some of the talents that you have will be able to provide you with merchandise. Maybe you can make something. This is craft. There's so many opportunities here. And also another way to look at the cups is about confusion. So be very, very mindful to put things in its place. Because there are so many opportunities, you can get overwhelmed by the barrage of possibilities coming in. But rest assured that if you step back and look at the bigger picture, you'll be fine. Because there are opportunities, but you don't have to do everything at once, Gemini. You can say, right, I'm going to have a look at this week, I'm going to have a look at that. And then, you know, the following week, and so on and so on. And then you can start working out what's working, what's not working, and start making assessments based on that. Because we also have the Empress, and the Empress is like the mum of the tarot. She's like the mother. This is the person who has been through the whole steps from 0 to 10. You know, they've been through the school of thought. They have the life experience. This is somebody who has wisdom. This is somebody who's very nurturing due to the understanding that they have. So this energy, to be in and around your energy, Gemini, is letting us know that you have to start thinking of the things that have worked in the past and the things that haven't, so that you can start using wisdom. So you don't necessarily have to keep going through the same scenarios again and again to learn your lesson. Rather, sit back and look at how things have played out. Look at your role that you played in situations and start to try and see if there's any other ways that you can deal with things, manifest into your life, and so that you're able to take those opportunities without feeling stagnant and not feeling like, or feeling overwhelmed more than anything, that there are so many opportunities and so many people, you know, wanting you to do things their way, or yeah, there's definitely an energy of that. So to clarify the High Priestess energy, we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, to clarify the High Priestess, lets me know that Gemini, you guys are about cutting away at stuff, trying to be precise in what it is that you want. That is why sometimes it can be very overwhelming when so many opportunities are coming all at once, because sometimes you don't know what to take. But be of the King of Swords energy, where you know what it is that you want to do, why you want to do it, and you chop away at the things that are not necessary. So that is the best way to be able to deal with the fact that there are so many adjacent possibilities. You have the Seven of Cups, and you have so many different opportunities. Start thinking now. Start chipping away, being focused. What it is that you really want. Okay. And also you got the Seven of Wands, which means that you may come up to some kind of opposition. You may have to stand your ground for what it is that you want. You may have 7 different people coming up, or there may be 7 different threats for your 7 cups, for your 7 modes of income. Okay, so there's definitely going to be a need to stand up for what it is that you deserve, stand up for your beliefs, even if it's not favorable to everybody else. Maybe some of your ideas may be a little bit outside of the box, and people are like, okay, is that what Gemini's on? But you stay true to what it is that you want to do, Gemini, and stand firm and don't allow anybody to take you off your course. Okay. And like I was saying to you about people knocking off your course, for some of you Geminis, there are some very disturbing, it's not even disturbing, yeah, it's disturbing energy, in the sense that there is like a theft energy going on, almost like you're going to have to, this could be custody battles, this could be, you know, theft of your earnings, because somebody sees that you have all these opportunities to make so much money. Maybe somebody wants to leech off of you. You have the Thief card. So this is somebody being distracted in this picture here. This man is being distracted by this woman so that this young boy can take something from him. So this is what I mean. The difference, this is why the Empress is here. Listen to me, Gemini. This is why the Empress is here. She's been through a lot. She's got the wisdom. She's been through a lot. That means she's been hurt. She's been through the whole 9 yards and come out the other side. So now you need to start thinking about the things that you've done in the past that could have led you to be vulnerable to these thieves. So that now you can start to use wisdom, so that your 7 of Cups and your adjacent possibilities are not under threat because you are distracted by other things, other people's lives, people pleasing, and things of that nature. Because there's definitely an energy of theft in and around you, Gemini. Judication comes up. When judication comes up, it lets me know that there's going to be some type of court case. So this could be bills coming through, unpaid. Yeah, so it could be unpaid bills. Like I was saying, this is two people here. This could be a dispute over money, property. For some of you, this is even land. But like I was saying, this could even be divorce. But this is something that could threaten your 7 cups. Or maybe this is somebody wanting to get in on your 7 cups. And maybe this is you formulating your contracts, copywriting your things, making sure you don't allow people access to your personal things, so that there aren't any breaches, so that you don't have to go to the courts and battle to say this thing belongs to me, or that, you know, or this person has stolen from myself, or this pattern belongs to me. Do you see what I mean? But there's definitely some type of energy where you would definitely need to be in front of some type of court to deal with a dispute, maybe over the theft of an item. And like I was saying, we also have child here. So this could be affected by children. This could be a court battle over children. This could be somebody, you know, theft of a child, kidnap. It could be somebody may feel like their child is being, you know, is being kidnapped from them or being taken from them. Yeah, and there is definitely an energy of confusion. So if there are custody battles going on, you're being cautioned to start looking at all the adjacent possibilities. If there is a way that you don't necessarily have to go in through the courts, and there is a way that you can get some mediation, then look at that. Look at the wisdom that you've learned from other situations, and looking at other people's lives. Knowing that you don't necessarily have to walk a certain walk to know that you know what the outcome's going to be. Yeah. And also, for some of you, this is children coming up. And like I was saying, for some of you, we've got the Empress energy, who is the mother energy. So for some of you, Geminis are going to be expecting a bambino. Or there is some type of energy around that. Maybe you have to stand. Oh, for some of you, you have to stand up for yourself, for, you know, regarding your children. For some of you, this is to do with standing up for your children when people are criticizing them. This could be you standing up for yourself. Maybe you didn't go through with your pregnancy to full term, and maybe you have to stand up for the fact that that was your decision. That was your God-given right to make your decision. And maybe it may not be favorable to others, but it was right for you. Maybe you have to stand up for that. And maybe you have to deal with people coming at you, you know, over your decisions. And like I was saying, the most likely energy is that there is definitely some type of custody battle going on in and amongst your energy, Gemini. Okay, so this could be you're going on with you, or in and around your energy. So this could be somebody close to you in and around your energy that's going through this. Then we have going into the Empress now. Like I was saying, this wisdom, yeah, this nurturing, this inner standing, death and rebirth. So death to the old way of doing things, using your wisdom from all the things that you've gone through in the past, so that you die to the old way of seeing things, the old way of doing things, and that you rebirth yourself into a person with more inner standing, knowledge, love, and self-worth moving forward. Okay, using that Knight of Wands energy. I know what I want, why I want to do it. I believe what it is that I'm doing is right. I'm doing this for the right reasons. I'm looking out for myself for the right reasons. I'm cautious for the right reasons. you know, and the King of Wands isn't scared to share his opinions or share his recipes for success. Yeah, tips and skills and tools and things of that nature. Yeah. So this is you being able to support other people with all the wisdom that you've learned through all the harsh things that you've gone through, Gemini. And then we have Three of Cups. So this could be a third party energy, and this could just be family coming together. Yeah. So there's definitely an energy of coming together. And maybe this is your family coming together to support you through feeling, I don't know, somehow victimized because you're being, you know, you may feel violated because you were stolen from, you know, or that somebody has falsified something on you where now you have to defend yourself in the court of law. Or maybe you guys are having some type of issues with your children, and it could be to do with custody, access, and things of that nature. Okay, so Gemini, look out for the adjacent possibilities. Okay, right, let's get into it. Aquarius. Okay, so your root energy right now is the Angel of Love. When the Angel of Love comes, Aquarius, it speaks of being supported, being loved, feeling like we're being given a hug from divine. This is spiritual partnership. This is also romantic love. Okay, so for those who have been feeling quite outside of themselves, there is going to come a time in the very, very near future, if you haven't started to feel it yet, you are going to start feeling this overwhelming sensation of love. This can come in the forms of friends and family encouraging you, sharing words of affirmations and love with you. This could be you and your partner finally expressing where you're at, telling each other that you love one another. This could be connecting spiritually and positively with your colleagues and things of that nature. This is family, this is love. The Angel of Love is all around you right now, Aquarius. So if you are going through a hard time right now, know that the Angel of Love is around, just to remind you that you are not alone and that you are loved, truly blessed and highly favored. Okay, so to clarify, the Angel of Love, why is she coming up? Why is she here supporting you within this time? We have the Queen of Swords, and this is a Libra card as well. So I would say when the Queen of Swords comes up, this is, the Queen of Swords likes to work together. She's about partnerships, but she's also about getting things done and cutting away at things that are not necessary. So if this is affairs of the heart and this is romantic love, this is Aquarius saying, nah, 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 no, make it. Nah, I'm not finna deal with that. No, that's not for me. I'm chopping away at that, nipping that BS in the bud, that type of energy. So with you, Aquarius, is at this time, maybe you are a lot more assertive at this time, and you are more prone to just tell it like it is right now and chip away at what doesn't need to be there, cutting away at the BS, essentially. And for some of you, this is a decision that you've made. For some of you, there's a decision that you've made to cut away at a situation, and now you want to see what it's going to look like now, very similar to the Libra energy. What's it going to look like now? I've made this decision. I've cut away at this particular thing. I know it's not working, you know. Or similarly, it also could be you've decided not to. Well, this is a decision made. Definitely a decision made. But whether or not it's the right decision is yet to be seen. And this is why this person is waiting to see the outcome of this decision. Okay. And then we also have the Death card. So there's definitely an end to some type of situation. And this is why we have the Queen of Swords cutting away at what doesn't belong, cutting away at the BS, saying, I'm not ready to, or I'm not going to accept this type of behavior, this type of situation any longer. This is a change. This is an end of a cycle. So for some of you, this is about ending, walking away from a job. This is cutting away friendships, people, places, and things. We also have here, so to clarify, hold on a sec, let's get them in the right place. Okay. And then we also have, look at me forgetting one, also have the Devil. So there might be that need to cut away at things and to be assertive. But also when we have the Devil card here, it lets us know that also within your own self, you are having a battle. The Devil energy is negative thoughts and negative energy. This is low vibration. This is you not feeling worthy. This is not being your true, authentic self. Listening to the, this is self-sabotage as well. And this could be happening within your love life. It doesn't have to be romantic. You could be sabotaging your love life right now. And some of you are using this energy, this Devil energy, to cut away at folk, using that language that they understand. Some people only seem to understand the language of violence, not to say like, physical, but I mean, confrontation. That's a better word. Some people only know the energy of confrontation. So sometimes it feels like you Aquariuses are fighting fire with fire. And sometimes that's not always best, because you end up burning yourself out and also get burned in the process, because where you are reading somebody else, there are things that people can read you on. Nobody is not perfect, and that is what the whole love energy is about. That is why the angel of love is here, to show you how to love yourself further, and how you are to love others and others to love you, so that your self-worth is being addressed at this time, and that you feel comfortable and that you feel secure and loved. Because at times we can feel so boggled down by what's going on in our brains and how we perceive people's opinions of us, perceived how we are loved. Are we loved correctly? Do our loved ones feel like we are loving them correctly, and things of that nature? So there's quite a lot to consider when it comes to love, and it's not always romantic, because we have some type of love and connection with everybody we interact with, especially our close friends and our family members. And that can extend to our colleagues as well. You can have a love for your colleague, anybody, essentially, anybody who you have an interaction with and a connection with. Okay, so to clarify what is going on with the Queen of Swords, we've got the family room. So the Queen of Swords right now, so Aquarius is letting me know when the family room comes up, this is where the family, this is a parlor, this is where the family come to have their tea, to discuss affairs of the day. How did the week go? This is where they hash out their family matters. This is the family meeting. So maybe this is about you possibly being called into a family meeting at this time. Maybe you are the one calling a family meeting because you want to discuss the fact that maybe you don't feel that there's a lot of love energy. Maybe it's not feeling considered. is not an act of kindness or an act of love. If you're not considering somebody, somebody can feel unloved and unsupported. So maybe within the family, maybe Aquarius, this is a conversation that you're wanting to have, or maybe somebody will be drawing you into a conversation to discuss how you're feeling, what's going on, how to move forward within the family as well. So as it's clarifying the Queen of Swords, we also know that you're not going to be holding any punches. You're not going to be pulling any punches. You will be cutting away and speaking up for yourself. You're the great collaborator. You love to come together, family, projects, working with people. However, you don't play when it comes to getting your point across and cutting away at the BS. So this could possibly be some type of conflict within the family space at this particular time as well. And we also have journey. So well as physical travel. And like I was saying, maybe Aquarius, maybe you're just mad to want to travel, you want to get out. Maybe you cutting away at the energy is having to get on a train, and to just get on a train to say, right, I'm just going to go to a completely different town. I'm just going to get on a train and see where it takes me. I'm going to get on the train to the seaside. I'm going to get on the train to see an old friend I haven't seen in a long time, just so that I can free my mind, so that I can cut away at all the BS, maybe run away from some of the family conflict, or to cool down after the family conflict. Maybe you just need to take a journey. And this is the journey also of life, where you are forced to look at yourself. How much love are you expelling to your family and showing? How are you receiving of that love? Yeah. And also this journey of who you are. This is self-love as well. Let's not forget self-love. For us to love anybody else, we have to learn to love ourselves, you know, and that's really important on our journey through our life, you know. So to clarify the Death card, this change that is needed, this change, this death of this old energy, things that ain't working anymore. There's a lot of this sweeping away energy in this air sign reading. But yeah, this death, this ending, clarified by the Hanged Man. Now, this is about stepping back, looking at the bigger picture, trying to step back from all the chaos, step back and have a look. Introspection. Where do I fit in? What's my role in this? Where do I stand? How can I make things better? You know, who do I need to drop out and cut off? Yeah, Aquarius. And sometimes, as harsh as it is, they need to be sometimes your family members. Sometimes you need to, Queen of Swords, cut away some of your family members. Maybe they're the negative aspect in your life. And as harsh as it is, we need to look out for ourselves first, so that we can then in turn be there for others. If we are staying in a situation because we love people and they are continually knocking our confidence, not giving good advice, not being very positive or encouraging, that plays a detrimental effect on our self-worth and our well-being. So essentially it's not helpful in the end, you know, and it doesn't promote self-worth or well-being. Yeah. And then we also have the Devil card, like I was saying, about that negative energy. And this, like I was saying, it could be the people in and around your space. So start really looking at who you need to chop away. And if this is your energy and you're being extremely negative at this time, you're being cautioned to look at yourself, or you could be the one getting the chop. And nobody likes to be dropped, especially if there isn't a clear explanation. But with Aquarius, I know that you guys are very intuitive, so you will know if there's an issue going on. And most of the time, you're not afraid to address it head on. But with the negative thoughts and the negative energies that can come up at times, you could get into your own head and block your own self. So the negative energies, the devil card is clarified by pathways. So it's just letting me know this negative energy, the negative things that come out of your mouth, the negative thoughts, the negative people that you are around and surrounding yourself with, is blocking your pathway. Look at how bright it is at the end. If you can start to cut away at what you don't need, come more from a place of love. This is why the why the angel of love is here for you, reminding you to be loving so that you can give of love and receive of love, because this devil energy, this negative thoughts and vibrations is blocking your path, you know, and also with your poverty mindset as well. So this is lowly thinking. It's not necessarily just about being physically poor. Poverty is having a low self-worth, a very, what's the word for it? Lower self-reality or poverty consciousness, lack of worth, very low perceptions and views of yourself and others. And these things are blocking you. You're being told right now to come from a place of love. Allow the angel of love to come in and bless you with those people who are trying to love you. And if you are being open to love, Aquarius, and this is about you cutting away at those people around you who are causing this energy, keep it moving, okay? And allow love to reign, okay? So that's the general out of the way. So let's get into some of that love reading. Love. Let's get into some love. I'm going to pick 3 energies. 1 energy for Libra, 1 energy for Gemini, 1 energy for the Aquarius. And we'll break down what's going on with love. Energy associated with you right now, Libra, is time seems to be a very big focus for you right now, Libra. Whether that is just the time, how long you've been in a relationship with this person, how long you've been single, for the single Libras, how long am I going to be in this space? Time is very specific. Time is very, not specific, is your focus right now. Time. How long am I to be in this particular situation? For some of you, you're thinking, when will you be getting that proposal? For some of you, when is the best time to propose? When is the best time to start having children? When to move in together, get on the property ladder. Time. When is the best time to do things? And we know that time is linear. There is no, it just keeps going. Time, it just keeps going. Yeah, it's not linear, it just keeps going and going and going. There isn't any stop to it. Time is a continuum. And we keep getting stuck in these confines where it's like you're supposed to be married by this time. You're supposed to have a property and a car and blah by this time. And when some people don't hit those goals, it can be so detrimental on their self-esteem because they're so carried away thinking about time. You know, we all get the same 24 hours. So we can utilize the time that we have, or the time that we have. Okay, but there's time, when to do things, how long are we supposed to be in this relationship until such and such happens. There's a lot of energy around that. So let's read the message on there. The energy of time supports our understanding of the relativity of time and our capacity to be present in the moment. The energy of time supports our understanding of the relativity of time and our capacity to be present in the moment. So we are being told to stay present in the moment, but I feel there's definitely an energy of some of you being really mindful of the time ticking. Maybe it's age, body clocks. When's the best time to have another child, to start that business, to launch that brand? Time. Yeah. So definitely, I would say, Libra, not be so stressed out or worried about time. Be more focused on the present, what's happening right now, what's happening in your relationship now, what are you most proud about, you know, in where you are within your relationships. All right, let's find out what's going on with Libra and love. I know that most of you are pre in time. It is the right time to do something, you know. What's going on with Libra and love? For Libra, July 2020. Ooh, the cards dropping all over the shop. Right, okay. So Libra, the first energy that we had is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so maybe this is talking of some of you Libras who are not necessarily expressing yourselves, your concerns, your worries, and you're being told to ask your friends, ask for help. Sometimes those who are on the outside looking in can see the broader picture, whereas we're so close up that we can't see the bigger picture. We can't see the finer details because we are so close. Like if I was to put this card so close to my face, I wouldn't be able to see the image as clear as if I brought it further away, so that the image, I can see the fullness thereof. And that's what it's like. So do ask your friends, Libras, for support when you are feeling overwhelmed, feeling like time is running out. For some of you, this is your body clock. For some of you, when you know what's going on with this proposal. Maybe you just be cheeky, Libra, and just be like, talk to your girls and be like, we need a little gentle nudge, ladies. We need a gentle nudge, you know. And you just sort of say, so what's going on? I know a fantastic jewelers, you know, like little, if that's how both of you got to be, because time is being, you know, for some of you, this angst about time is it's just not necessary, Libra. Let everything happen organically, and like it said, stay present in the moment, being fully happy and grateful where you are and who you have at this particular time. So if you are a single Libra, then you're being told just to ask your friends for some support. You know, maybe it's about, you know, looking at your tendencies. Is there any traits that, you know, I exude that I should stop doing? Maybe, you know, am I giving out the wrong signals? Is there any way that I can be more clearer in my intentions, or how to speak? To speak my intentions, or to ask for someone to, you know, tell me their intentions towards me. Do you see what I mean? That sort of energy. And then we also have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So Libra, for some of you, there are some codependency issues going on. For some of you, this is addictions to drink. This could be for drugs, sex, spending, gambling, all of the addictions that we know. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more coming up in the next however long. There's so many more categories and boxes going on. So, but this is the codependency energy. So what you're being warned right now is that it's about time to now step back. Not being so, what's the word for it? For some of you Libras, you don't want to cause conflict. So you don't necessarily want to pull up anybody or have to check anybody. However, sometimes when you don't do that, you're enabling your partner or your friends to continue a cycle that is detrimental for them and for anybody in and around their space. So although it can be very difficult to talk to your loved ones about their overindulgence or how it affects you or how it affects the relationship, it's necessary to have that conversation. And Libra, if it's you that has this, the addiction problem, you're being asked now to step back and start thinking about ways that you can support yourself so that you can support your loved one. Are you ready for that help? And if you feel like you are not ready for that help and you are continually pulling down your significant other, do the stronger thing and the more wiser thing and step away until you feel like you have something more to offer than the stress and the worry that sometimes this addiction can cause your relationships. Okay. And we also have give your romantic, what's wrong with me today? Scrap that or reverse it, sorry. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. So for some of you Libras, it's all about working on your relationship. Yeah, giving it a chance. Don't just allow things to just fall by the wayside, especially if these are small things. I'm talking to another group. I'm not talking about the codependency group where you should just keep going if you're being, pushed down and you feel like you're not able to support. There's only some things that you can do. Professionals need to be involved when it comes to breaking cycles and habits. But I'm talking about the relationships where there's small little issues. There are things to do with communication, and especially in this Mercury retrograde time, it could be all about miscommunication. I don't like the way you said that. It sounded a bit feisty. It sounded like you're trying to boss me around. Oh, I didn't quite understand what you said. All of those types of things. So if it's small little things that you know that you can work on, don't just throw away relationships because you just haven't got the headspace for it. Oh, it's all too much. Because with Libras at times, you can just be like, oh, I just have not got the time for this. And you can shorten relationships. You can throw things away prematurely, all because you feel like your head can't take the pressure. And then we also have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So we're talking about that present moment. So as you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So this is now forgiving and learning from your relationships. Yeah, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. 100% letting go of a situation that has hurt you. However, learning to forgive and learning the lessons that you've learned. What did you learn about yourself? In that situation, did you learn what you can tolerate from what you can't tolerate? Your standards, the standards of the person you're around. The page that you're on in relation to your partner. Do you see what I mean? There is learning. Some of the people around and they're like a mirror, show us who we are, and also they're around and these situations are around to show us who we are and who we are not in relation to all of the situations and the relationships that we find ourselves in, Libra. Mm. Yeah, I like that. I want to get a little, I want to find out what's going on for some of you single Libras. I kind of want to know when the new love's coming in for you single Libras. Is this new love coming in for the single Libras? And then we'll be looking at the types of people that are coming in for the single Libras, and the significant energies for those already in relationships. Right. So for some of you, it's not the right time for a relationship. Not the right time. So for some of you, you are just stepping back. And if this is about the codependency relationships, or this is about you still healing through the past, and you know that maybe there has been an offer of love in this present moment, and you just feel like, I'm not ready to give myself over to anybody else. I'm not even healed as yet. So for some of you, this is you saying you're not quite ready for that relationship as yet. And like I said, for some of you, you are ready. You're ready to start exploring. You're starting to think of the fact that you've already given yourself time. You have looked into your habits, what you can offer, the things that you can let go of. So I just want to find out for Libra, who are the significant energies? This is the zodiac cards. So they just came out straight away. So we've got quite a few energies here, Libra. So the first one we've got is eclipse in Sagittarius, growth. So we've got a fire sign, growth, success after a setback. Okay. Success after a setback. So this could be the relationship that's going through something, and maybe you've had a setback before, the relationship wasn't going very well, and for some of you, you've worked on it. You know, it says give your relationship a chance, work on your partnerships. For some of you, you've worked on that partnership, you've worked on growing with each other. That's why growth is here, you know, and it says success after a setback. So for some of you, you've worked on this relationship, you've decided to take that time to discuss things with each other, use your intuition, when to speak, when not to speak, being mindful of being, what's the word for it? What's the word for it? When you considerate. That's the word. You know, maybe they've started to consider you, or maybe you've started to consider your partner a bit more, and the growth that you guys have experiences a success after a setback. Maybe there was something in the relationship that felt like it wasn't going to move forward anymore, and everybody felt nervous, like, oh, I don't know how we're going to move forward throughout this love relationship. How are we going to do this? You know, but there is growth. And the eclipse cards talks about a turning point. So where things may have been very difficult in your relationships, Libra, there's been a turning point, there's been growth had. Both of you have learned from each other. And that's why I was talking about that mirroring. You've learned from each other. You can see each other's faults and see each other's good sides as well, so that you can start weighing up who you are in the relationship, what you offer, and things of that nature. So that's nice. And also for the single Libras, a Sagittarius is all about growth, all about moving forward, understanding that life, yes, it's not been easy. This Sagittarius has not had it easy, but they are successful after the setback. They've learned their lesson. They are in that sort of Empress energy where it's wisdom now. They've understood why they went through what they went through. They've learned many things from all the relationships that they've been through, and all of the people who they've interacted along their time as well. So some decent energy still. And then we also have Sun in Gemini, communications. Hone your negotiation and relationship skills. Okay, and this is Sun in Gemini. So for you Libras, this could possibly a Gemini, so a fellow air sign. Okay, and this is all about communication, honing in on that communication skills, negotiation, relationships, knowing when to compromise, knowing when to step back, knowing when to give space to your partner, knowing to communicate boundaries, communicate what you want, communicate the fact that you are not happy. It's all about communications, and this will definitely help your relationship blossom, especially for those who need to communicate with their partner about the codependency energy, the addictions, and maybe even codependency on one another, that unhealthy reliance on another person as well. Okay, so all of those things could be addressed. So within your relationships already, Libra, communication is going to be key for you guys, moving it to the next level, which is really, really lovely. And for the single Libras, this Gemini will come in, and you should be able to have that kind of communication that is quite easy. You guys should be able to connect on such a level that is easy. You understand each other. It's almost like, not necessarily, some of you could be that thing, you're finishing each other's sentences. And for some of you, you just get one another. You just like, I get what you're saying and that person gets me. So for the singletons, I like the fact that there's somebody that you can actually conversate with, and then there's also somebody who is all about growing. And although they've had a rough time of it, they are successful because they have grown. They have, they've got wisdom from all the experience that they've gone through. So it's quite positive, Libra. And then we have Moon in Leo, heroism. Let your inner hero out. So we have a fire sign again. So another fire sign. So Libra, there's a fire sign who is going to make you feel amazing. They will probably come in at the right time, say the right words, save you from making maybe save you from yourself sometimes with that negative self-chatter sometimes. Maybe they'll be your personal hero, come in at that right time with the right word, just to change your vibration. And they help you let your inner hero out. You start feeling confident in your own abilities so that you're able to lift up those around you, because you've had that energy of feeling strong and powerful, just like a hero, and you're able to say, right, I can support because I have been supported, so it's all about, allowing someone to come in and help you as well. Allow somebody to show you another way. Don't be so rigid. Okay, Libra. So this is nice. We've got somebody coming in to, sweep off the feet for you single Libras. And for those in that relationship, this is the hero. So maybe the hero in this relationship, especially for those who are dealing with that codependency energy. And the reason why I keep going on it, because I just feel like for some of you, that is the realest deal. So the hero is the person who is strong enough to step away from the relationship, knowing that they are a detriment to it, or that they are an enabler, and that they are not supporting the person that they love correctly. That is a huge act of kindness, and somebody doing that's hero. That's for me, that is heroic, to step away from someone you love, so that you can allow them to grow or not be around you. Sometimes you may not be around your significant other for a few years while they are sorting themselves out, and maybe you may move on, yes, but there's a space in your heart for that person, and I find that to be the greatest love of all, if somebody can step back to let you grow instead of imposing their will or enabling. That's true love. essentially. It's not an easy thing to step away from someone that you love, but for them to heal on their own and for you to step away to allow them to do that, that's true love, you know. So for those who are single, that's somebody who has got a certain level of inner standing and self-assurity, you know. And then we have Sun in Aries. This is another fire, bare fire. Fire and air. When the air and the fire lit together, and you see the fire get big, big, blaze, high, high. Yeah, so we've got Sun in Aries, new beginnings. I like that, a leap of faith. So Libra, this is somebody who's on new beginnings. They are wanting to change the direction of something, take a leap of faith to do something brand new. So for you singletons, this is somebody who's on doing something totally outside of the box. This may be somebody who wants to do holidays that you probably wouldn't necessarily want to do, or maybe hadn't considered, going places, doing things. Maybe you hadn't considered starting a family, and this person just sparks that inner happiness, that comfortability in you, so much so that you feel like, yeah, you're willing to start a new life with that person, a new beginning. You're willing to take that leap of faith, saying, I don't know what the outcome's going to be, but I'm going to trust in Source Divine and my ancestors that they're looking out for me, and that this person's been set in my way to change me, to change my path, you know, and get me on a new beginning, singing a brand new tune. So for you singletons as well, I love that, that's someone brand new coming in with that beginning energy. And for some of you who's already in this relationship, this is a brand new start for you guys. This is you guys taking that time for one another, loving on one another, and saying, to hell with it, let's jump the broom, let's get married, let's have that baby, let's move in, let's not be so nervous about what the outcome will be. Let's just take that leap of faith. And I really love that. So guys, keep it going. I really love the new beginnings. Okay, so I just want to have a quick gander for some of you. I want to get a little advice for your relationships. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, so for some of you, there is no need to worry. There is no need to worry about where the relationship will go, whether or not you're going to be okay once the relationship is over. There is no need to worry. You are taken care of. All you have to do is love yourself first, so that you're able to love those around you. Communicate, open up, say what's going on, okay? But there's definitely no need to worry. Okay, let's get some advice in relationships. Advice for Libra in their relationships regarding love. Remain positive, okay? And that don't worry is for those who are single and wondering what's going on. Just wait, don't worry. Some new energy is coming in for you. Remain positive. Singles and those in relationships, love. Remain positive so that you bring in the energy that you want. Okay, let's get one more. Okay, the situation will improve. Okay, so angels are saying that the situation will improve, Libras. Okay, for those who are having that relationship issues, bumps where, you know, maybe some of you felt like, child bunny, I'm done with this person. The situation will improve. Okay, so be mindful that all will be well. Okay, Libra. Okay, that's the love. So I'm just going to quickly, before I go into the Gemini love portion of the reading, I just want to go into the love activation and find out what is going on, what is going to be activated within your love life and just life in general, love activation. But why is this all happening? What are we going to be learning through these relationships? Why are we going through relationships where codependency is an issue? Why is there a need to, you know, we've been told to heal and forgive, you know, forgiveness and learning, you know, we're going through all of this, and what's it all for? You know, giving our relationships a chance, you know, having relationships that have issues in the first place. What are we learning? What are we learning about ourselves when we go through these conflicts? You know, and having to ask our friends, you know, because sometimes we're not able to see the fullness thereof within our, you know, our relationships. Okay, so look at that, we've got forgiveness again, action and peacefulness. Okay, so Libras, what we're learning throughout July and moving forward within our relationships are forgiveness. It says, you are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. You know, we've got past hurts here, and we know that there's definitely healing going on. So all of these things are going on so that we get to a stage where forgiveness is more easier, because we know forgiveness isn't easy. Okay, but listen to this. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Okay, so that is loving, that is forgiving yourself for allowing someone to hurt you. That's forgiving the other person for not giving you the love that you deserved. Not because they deserve your forgiveness or that they've said sorry to you for hurting you, but that you know that it's more for you than anybody else. You holding on to sadness and anger towards someone in a situation isn't hurting anybody else but yourself. So forgiveness is actually for you, Libra. Okay. And then we have action. So we're going to be taking more action, it looks like, Libra. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. Look at that. So we're going to be taking more action, Libra, on showing who we are, being our biggest and brightest selves, not holding back because we are worried that we are codependent, that we are, you know, feeling like we are a slave to our addictions, holding on to our past hurts so that we are not able to elevate and reach our new potentials in love. Okay, so being the full extension of who we are. So we're learning some action. So we're learning some forgiveness in this time, action and peacefulness. Okay, it's lovely. So it says you recognize that balance, kindness, and love brings calmness to your soul. Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love brings calmness to your soul. So Libra, you already know you don't want the drama, you don't want the smoke, you can't deal, you just want to chill, you just want everything to be nice. Okay, so peacefulness is what we're going to be learning throughout July and moving forward throughout our relationships, to recognize that balance and kindness and love brings calm to our soul. And when we are calm, Libra, we are able to be the full extent of who we are, enjoy ourselves, be fun loving. You know, we like to get down and dirty sometimes too. You know, we're playful as well. We can be very serious. At times we are the scales. So we can be extremely happy and excited, and other times very, very low and quite low vibrational, you know, until we kind of even ourselves out and get that balance where we're just like, I feel all right, we're great actually, you know, yeah, you know. So just recapping the possible energies coming in. We have an Aries, new beginnings, a Leo, heroism, oops, Gemini, all about communication, Sagittarius, growth. So this is brilliant. So it's all about working on our relationships, healing from our past, breaking our codependent relationships, and allowing our friends to help us within this time. And last but not least, staying present within our relationships and staying in the moment. Okay, so let's stay in the moment, and be grateful for where we are now, and be excited for what's coming and what lies in store. Big up, Libra. Okay. Yes, Gemini. So let's get into your love reading. So your overall energy is attraction. So it says, the energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey towards inner balance and harmony. Okay. So it's all about what we are paying our attention to, yeah, and we are attracting. So it says, the energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey towards inner balance and harmony. Okay, so for some of you within this relationship energy, you are trying to balance yourselves, call in the right energy. Those who are having confrontation in their relationships, you're being called to start focusing on the fact that what you are focusing on is what you're attracting. So if you're wanting a peaceable relationship, you can't vibrate on the fact that, oh, we always argue, we always are going to keep arguing, we just always argue, that person always gets on my nerves. The more you affirm that the situation won't be good, the more the situation will become worse. So start focusing on what it is that you want. Attract the preferred energy that you want in your relationship. Attract the preferred vibration by being that vibration. So if you want things to be peaceable, don't always be so quick to jump on the last word or to defend yourself. You know, it's not always about winning every war. Every battle is about winning certain wars. It's about knowing when to speak, when not to speak, when to stand up for yourself, when it is to just let things go, because what it is that you're vibrating on is what you're attracting. Okay, Gemini. So let's find out what's happening with Gemini regarding love. We get some messages regarding love for Gemini for June 2020, please. We get some messages regarding love for Gemini. Wow, quite a few came out. Right, so like I said before, yeah, I got this energy that I feel like there's some stuff going on, although we've got attraction. So I know that for some of you, in the simplest form, you guys are attracted to your significant other, and there is huge amounts of passion as well there. So the attraction in the physical is you know, it ignites the passion within you for that significant other. And also the attraction to what it is that you're vibrating for your relationship, what you want. So what it is that you want to see, you should start manifesting that through visualizations, meditations, and starting to write down the types of relationship that you want with your significant other, and start to assimilate that particular partner who would be most suited for the relationship that you want. If you want a relationship that is open, you have to start being open and start being able to trust your partner with some of your, you know, it doesn't have to be the deepest and darkest straight away, but you start to, you know, express yourself with one another and start bringing, tightening your bond. Yeah, so let's go into it. So the first energy is, same like Libra, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So again, it's about staying in the present, not being so focused on what has happened in the past. The past hurts. The things that you feel, that things that you feel like you were let down. For some of you, feel like you were left out of a situation. So what they're saying is now, start focusing on what you want to see for your future. Like I said before, about not so much vibrating on what's happened in the past. Don't keep affirming the negative, because you are healing at this time, and it is all about learning and forgiveness in this particular time. Okay, Gemini. We also have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this is about staying present, being happy, being passionate with the person, expressing love, sharing love with one another, so that you keep vibrating it more. Allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy, with the passion that you are having with your significant other. Stay in that energy. Whenever you start to feel like the relationship is not feeling where, you know, you're not feeling secure within it, start to find that loving energy again. Start to remember why you fell in love with that person, their qualities. Start to, you know, appeal to their better nature. Start exuding your most likable quality, so that you make your significant other feel comfortable to open up to you. Yeah. And enjoy some sexy time. And then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So for some of you, this is you work with your significant other, or the fact that you have invested with your significant other. There are some financial worries going on. There's some financial issues and around your career. So this could be around work. This could be discrepancies around pay. This could be maybe losing a job and needing to find another one. Maybe that's causing issues in having to contribute to your family. This could be how you contribute to the relationship. Are you able to take your significant other out? Are you able to buy them gifts? You know, spend that quality time. So maybe there might be some time where maybe you're working too much and the career is taking more precedence over your relationship, and maybe that's why it's causing issues. Or maybe the financial constraints means that you guys can't enjoy yourselves as much as you possibly would like. Okay. And then we also here have let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Let go of control issues and then let the situation unfold naturally. Don't keep force ripening things to happen. Don't keep perpetuating the same negative roller coaster. You don't want to keep seeing the same things. So don't keep talking bad about your relationship. Talk life into your relationships, okay? And let it allow it to unfold naturally. Don't feel like you need to force anything to happen. Let everything happen naturally. Yeah, being present, being the best version of yourself with the right vibration. Just let it unfold naturally. All right, Gemini. And then we have healing family issues. Your love life will benefit as you forgive your parents. So for some of you, the things that you are healing from the past is the relationship breakdowns that you've had with your parents, or how you formed how a relationship is supposed to go in and around your experiences of watching your parents' relationships, or how they relate to you and the relationship that you have with your parents. At times, when you have inner conflict with your parents, they are who you are, another extension. So sometimes when you're holding on to those hurts and pains, you're not able to fully let yourself free and allow another person to come in to love you, especially if you feel like you've been let down and you have abandonment issues. Sometimes it means that because you have felt that abandonment, you're less likely to allow someone into your space. But we are being told in this time to heal that situation and allow love to come in. Attract the preferred state of being. If you have that relationship with your parents that is not positive in nature, then you know you're less likely to. You're probably going to be more pessimistic about how your relationships will go. You know, and for you singletons, dealing with the past hurts and deciding what you're going to do next. Let's have a little look at the singletons when this new relationship will be coming in. This relationship with single Geminis. So it looks like it's all about healing right about now. For some of you, you're told it's not the right time. It's not the right time to focus on your romantic relationships, rather focus on self-love and focus on being more positive minded. Maybe some of these issues, like the family issues, feeling like you need to be in control, finances not being quite right, needing to forgive and learn from the situations that you're going through. Maybe this healing is needing to take precedence. So for some of you right now, it's not the right time for a relationship, but you're in one nonetheless. But what this is saying is that pay more attention to your inner peace, your love that you have for yourself, and building that self-love. Because right now, if you are focusing solely on your relationships, then you are not looking out for yourself. Okay, so for some of you, it's not about it right now, but like I said, for some of you already in this relationship, okay, but the healing needs to be taken a precedent, and you need to have that open and clear communication with who it is that you're connecting with, that you just need to spend a little bit more time on yourself. Okay, and for some of the singletons, for some of you, it looks like it might be a year from now. So it might be a year from now that you and your partner have resolved your issues, and now you are coming back together. For those who are single and have been for some time, or just coming out of a relationship, it's probably best from a year from now. A year from now, the prospects for the right person to come in will be better. By next year, you're probably going to be in a better state because you'll be going through this healing. You'd be dealing with your family issues, starting to learn to let go of that control, balancing out your finances and your career, working out what it is that you want to do, Gemini. You know, finding that equilibrium, you know, and also forgiving and learning. Yeah, by that time, by this time next year, you should have had your healing game pretty strong, you know, especially with meditation and contemplation and things of that nature. Yeah. Okay, so let's find out who these significant others are for Gemini. Find out who's coming in. I mean, it says a year from now. Or that real person to come in doesn't mean that someone may not come in before then. But maybe that relationship that is truly significant, you know. Find out who the significant others. Energy for Gemini, please. Gemini, please. Feels like there's one more. Right. Okay, so the first card that came flying out, Gemini, was a fellow Gemini. So it has Moon in Gemini, indecision. Should I stay or should I go? Okay, so Geminis, this could be your energy, or this could be your significant other who is also a Gemini or has Gemini in their chart. This is some indecision going on. Should I stay or should I go in this relationship? This is not being sure where we're at, because obviously there's healing going on, there's financial situations going on, there's a need to let go and release some control and healing from family issues. So maybe the indecision is whether or not you have the time to really dedicate to a relationship. And for some of you singletons, this could be your energy where you're undecided whether or not you actually want to step out of your comfort zone and even allow somebody to come into your space, even if it is just for some playtime. But there's some indecision, so there's definitely some time needed to from introspection, for really weighing up how you feel, Gemini, and what it is that you really want. So take some time on that. Okay, and then we have Moon in Cancer, belonging, a sensitive introspective phase. Did I not just say introspection? Okay, so Cancer, belonging. So maybe this is somebody who comes in and forces you to look at how you fit in the world. Maybe they come and make you feel like you finally belong. Maybe being with this person, this Cancer, gives you a huge sense of belonging, love, security, and they make you look at all the situations and the relationships that you were in where you didn't feel secure and you didn't feel like you belonged. So then there's more of that learning going on, more of that introspection, looking into yourself. Okay, but there's definitely someone coming in who's going to make you feel like you belong. Okay, and it's going to be a Cancer coming in, or for some of you who are already in relationships, you are with this Cancer, and when they're around you and you're around them, you feel a sense of belonging. Okay, and they are always forcing you to look within, and you also do that for them, Gemini. Okay, so keep being vocal. Okay, we have Sun in Leo, joy, a time of celebration and success. So we have somebody who is, this is a fire sign, and we've had water. So we had air with the Gemini, water with the Cancer, we have fire with the Leo. So this person's all about having fun, celebrating life, and they're going to come in with that energy, that fire energy, that wanting to get up and go. This is somebody who's all about living life and wants to be happy. So for you single Geminis, this is somebody who's going to come in and shake things up. Yeah, and they're going to, you're like, oh, okay. Bring about some joy, some celebration. Celebrate you, celebrate the relationship, celebrate life. So there's some joy coming in for those who are in relationships with Leos. Joy is coming. There is going to be more opportunities to celebrate. So this could be birthdays, anniversaries, christenings, so on and so forth, baby showers. The list is endless for celebrations, where there's going to be much joy going on. So this is really, really lovely. And then we have Moon in Taurus, self-esteem, personal growth. So Gemini, you are growing. You are building upon your self-esteem. You are growing personally each day, especially within the relationship that you're in already, because these people are at different times forcing you to look at yourself. We had that introspective phase, and you're already going through that while you are healing from your past and learning the different lessons that's here for you. Okay, so this Taurus is coming in to support you building your self-esteem. Maybe they have great self-esteem, and just their confidence that they exude helps you to look at yourself and to put your shoulders back and lift your head up, and for you to feel bigger and brighter, within yourself. Just being around somebody who loves you so well, or who has the self-esteem and the confidence that you may not have at this particular time, Gemini. But this Taurus will be coming in to support you with this. And those who are already in this relationship, this is somebody who helps to build your self-esteem and your confidence by encouraging your self-worth, encouraging you being positive. Okay, so that's really, really, really lovely. So I want to get into some advice for this relationship, for this love reading for Gemini. I get some advice for this love spread. So when it comes to whether or not you are wanting to jump into this relationship, okay, So remember, we said before we had it's not the right time. But I said for some of you, you know that it's not the right time for a relationship. You're in the right relationship anyway. And then for some of you, you've got that in a year's time, it would be best, because by then you would have got quite deep into your healing and should be at a better state of being by then. So when when you're thinking about it, it's like, it's up to you whether or not you step into that relationship, not knowing that you're not fully healed. As long as you can be completely open with whoever you're with, that you are going through a huge transition and that they need to be patient with you. At least if you can let your significant other know what you are going through, then it's not going to feel like you've sort of deceived somebody, or you've lured them in, or given them a false sense of security as well. So there's that as well. So yeah, so it's up to you, but be very mindful that everyone involved should be in receipt of all the facts, so that they can make a full, educated, a full, an educated decision, being in receipt of all the facts. So is there advice for this bird? Okay. Right, so we have be assertive. So for those who are worried about how they're going to attack a situation, deal with this healing, start to talk to those people who you need to heal that relationship. Be assertive. Don't necessarily wait for somebody else to make the first move. Be assertive. Come to them open, and willing to learn something, willing to listen, and willing to share your experiences and share how you feel as well. But be assertive, okay, Gemini? We also have abundance. So abundance is yours in relationship to your relationships, in relation to your inner growth, your spirituality, where you are coming from, in your finances, in your career. Abundance is yours. Okay, keep vibrating what you want, and remember what we said about attraction being the main energy. Attract what it is that you want by speaking, being, and acting like what it is that you want, and abundance is yours. Okay, Gemini? And then we have meditation brings answers. So when you feel like you're unsure of what to do, you feel confused, you're being asked in this time to meditate. Just take some time for quiet. You sit down and you ask those questions. What is next for me? What do I need to know? How can I be the best version of myself? All of those questions, and just giving silence so that all of the messages can come in. And don't be nervous when they come in and you can see visualizations, pictures in your mind about how your world could look. It's amazing. For some people, it can be very, very mind-boggling and can be quite overwhelming as well. But don't allow yourself to be nervous about what it is that you're seeing, or to doubt what you're seeing, so that you don't chop or shorten your manifestation of love. Okay, so we're just going to go into what it is that you're going to be learning through your relationships, what you are currently learning, why you're going through what you're going through, because we know that we learn and we grow through our relationships. Okay, so I want to be going on this love activation and find out what's going to be learned or activated within you, Gemini, through your relationships through July and foreseeable future and beyond. Is activated within. Will be activated within. I feel like there is. Thank you. Right. So the first card that came out was loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So the more you're going through these relationships, you're going to be tested on certain things, and loyalty will be coming into play. And the more that you are able to be someone that is reliable and consistent, then your relationships will blossom and grow, because the trust will be able to be built. If you are inconsistent and you are not able to be reliable or demonstrate that you can show a sense of devotion to somebody else, then your relationships will always be in the balance. So it looks like these relationship issues are allowing you to learn, to grow, and to expand upon, and have the opportunity to become more loyal, and to be able to show your loyalty to your significant others. We also have joy. Okay, it says, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So with that energy, with the fact that you're going to be able to start expressing yourself more, healing, giving yourself time, meditate, the natural joy and playfulness will just ooze out of you, and everyone around you will just feel great to be around you because your vibe is so nice. You're healed now. You're at a stage where you are not so sensitive, and you don't take everything so personal because you've healed from those things. Okay, so joy, being present and remembering to have fun in your relationship so that it's not so serious all the time. Okay, this is what we're going to be expounding upon and learning within this time, and much more opportunities to be joy. Let's have some joy. And then we have cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Let me say that again, cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. That's exactly what that attraction is about. Vibrating on what it is that you want, because it's all an energy. So if you're vibrating that your relationships are always going to be difficult with this person, we always argue, we never see eye to eye, that is the type of relationship that you will have, because you're continually affirming that's the type of relationship that you want. Okay, with this one, it's telling you that you are now aware that the love that you create in your thoughts. So you have to start creating the thoughts of what you really want, because it creates. When you start changing the way that you speak about your significant other and your relationship, it will change how the relationship is, and it will actually change the result of the whole situation. You'll change your relationship with just your mindset and going into that vibration of love and vibrating what you want to see from your partner, what you want to offer your partner in the way of the relationship, what you offer, what your other, give and take. What cause and effect is what you're going to be learning at this particular time. Okay, Gemini. All right, so Aquarius, let's get into your love portion. So we've got presence. Okay, so it says, the energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. So that is not focusing on relationships that didn't work, relationships that relationships that didn't work out, your current relationship. Keep going back on the things that went wrong, letting go, staying in the present, knowing that right now, whoever you're with, That's who you've chosen to be with. That's the person that you have pulled into your vibration and your energy because you are a vibrational match to that person. So if that person is not exuding the energy that you prefer, then you have to start looking at what energy is it that you're letting out that they're matching to. And if you want to change that state of being, then you need to be the change that you want to see. Okay, so it's very similar to that attraction energy. So let's find out. So it's all about staying present. Okay, let's not focus so much about the past and what has happened or what hasn't worked, things of that nature. Okay, so what's going on? Get some messages of love for this. For July 2020. Messages of love. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So the first energy we have is playfulness. So it says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So Aquarius, don't be so serious. This is what it's saying. Stay in the present. Don't be so worried about what happened yesterday, the disagreement, the fact that, you know, you didn't necessarily get what you wanted yesterday. Let's focus on what you can get today. And being playful will allow you to recapture that romantic energy. It won't be so serious and so miserable. You'll be able to have some fun. This is like tiggling and play fighting and, you know, just spending that playful time with each other, you know, as adults wrestle or, you know, whatever it is that means for you to be playful. That's singing, that's dancing with each other, that's, you know, being goofy, that's, you know, telling silly jokes. You know, this is about being playful with your significant other and staying present, okay? Not thinking so much about what's going to happen tomorrow and what happened yesterday, but being present and having that more playful energy that will support you guys moving forward with your relationships. And we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe for some of you, especially those who are in relationships that are finding it quite difficult right now, excuse me, it might be some time to take a little step back, disconnect from the world for a bit. And for those who are single, maybe this is your energy. You've had to disconnect from the world after quite a harsh relationship or one that didn't work out the way that you would have wanted it to. So for some of you, this is you taking a step back saying, I just need 5 minutes, to be fair. I need 5 minutes. I need to chill. I need 5 minutes because I'm about to lose my mind. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, definitely take some time out to retreat. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So for those who are so wrapped up in the relationships that your significant other had in the past, you know, how people see them, you know, maybe stopping you from not staying present in how you feel about that person, because your romantic feelings are real and they are worth exploring. So this is a potential relationship that, you know, you singletons may be, you know, offered at this time, and the feelings that you feel for this person who you've met, they're real and they're worth exploring. So don't limit yourself because of past hurts, that you don't allow yourself to be open enough to explore and see what this person has to offer. You know, state your intentions clearly, have some fun. It's that playful energy, you know, and yeah, explore this romantic feelings because they are real. And then we have engagement. Okay, so it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So for some of you, you've had that conversation about moving in together. For some of you, this is that conversation about moving your relationship to the next phase now that, you know, you've moved in. Maybe it's all about getting married now. This is about deciding that you're going to have children. This is all commitments. This could even be simple as moving your relationship from a status of casual to official. you know, it's now a full-blown conclusion that you guys are in something, you know, significant. Okay, so it's all about staying present, okay, within your relationships at this particular time. You're being asked right now to be playful. Make sure those who are feeling stressed, that you take that time to disconnect from the world and just be. And for some of you, it's all about exploring that romantic feelings that you have for this person, you know. And for some of you, that relationship is moving to that higher state of being, which is really, really lovely. And for some of you, you lot have been waiting for this for some time, and maybe that's part of some of the angst or some of the conflict energy that's going on. Okay. So I'm going to get some advice, and then we're going to work out what energies are significant. So those are the ones, so this could be your partner. This could be somebody who you're just speaking to or just met. For your Signatons, this could be somebody who is coming in very soon for you. So your your advice is get more information. So before you embark on a new relationship with somebody brand new, get more information. Make sure you ask the right type of questions. Make sure that you're stating your intentions very, very clear, and that you are getting the right answer, so that you know where this person is coming from, what they're willing to offer, what your relationship will look like. So get some more information. Don't just jump in just because of feelings. Make sure that you are staying present, and that you are aware of where you are, what it is that you want, and what you deserve, and your worth. Okay, so get some more information before you jump into anything. Okay, Aquarius. We have a recovery, and this speaks of the retreat, that need to disconnect from the world. Definitely take some time to recover, take some time to relax, not being so what's the word for it, not feeling as though you don't have any time for yourself because you're dealing with a relationship. This could be romantic, this could be your family, this could be work. Okay, maybe you just need some time to recover from everything that is going on within you right about now. So take some time for recovery, okay, Aquarius? We also have be assertive. Okay, so for those who are thinking of ways to jazz up their love life, to create a new energy, be assertive, be playful, initiate a fun game, initiate something brand new. Maybe you are the one to initiate saying how you feel at this particular juncture, the romantic feelings that you're feeling, to be assertive and say, do you feel the same? Is the vibration that I'm feeling correct? Do you want what I want? Being assertive to ask those questions that might can feel a little bit nerve-wracking, but they are necessary to know. So, already get more information. Okay, so be assertive in asking the right questions, and being open about what it is that you want. Okay, and then we have improving health. So you taking some time to recover, taking a step back for yourself will help you recover your health, especially if stress is what the main focus is. You taking that time to retreat from the world, taking a step back from all the negative vibrations and sometimes the relationships that cause a conflict in our energy. Sometimes that stress and not releasing how we really feel and expressing at times can manifest in our ill health. This could be shoulder problems, this could be joint problems, this could just be back pains in your back, in your tummy. There are so many different manifestations of not communicating or not feeling happy or well-being not being at the forefront. Okay, so you taking some time out for yourself, allowing others to take care of you, will improve your health. Okay, so let's look into what is going on with these significant others. Who are these energies who you are with already currently in the relationships, and those energies for the single Aquariuses. So this is the zodiac deck, and this will just show me the star sign of your significant other, or for the singletons, those who are coming in. And sometimes these could just be their actual star sign or the signs that are actually within their chart. So, okay. So, tell me the significant love. The significant lovers. So we have quite a few energies that came out on Gemini, or not have choice, or we're just talking to a few of the Geminis. I mean Aquariuses, apologies. So we have Sun in Cancer, home. Focus on your home and love. Focus on your home and love. So this person could be coming in to want to build with you. We said that there was a higher state of commitment happening, and we said this could be moving in together. This could be building, this could be buying land, and this is talking about focusing on your home and love. So this could be somebody who is coming in, or currently your partner. This Cancer is all about building a home, building a strong foundation with you. So this is a very, very good energy, Aquarius. So this Cancer could be somebody who is just all about making sure home life is cool. Also, this could just be family members as well. So maybe there is conflict around the home, because we said that there was a need for playfulness and a need to draw back. So maybe sometimes you might take things too seriously with this Cancer, or maybe their energy is too much and sometimes you just need to step back from this Cancer. Okay, but in regards to love, this Cancer, in romantic sense, this Cancer is all about foundation and building a home with you. So Aquarius, this is very nice for those who are, their relationships are ascending to a higher state of commitment. So I see you. And then we have Eclipse in Virgo, reorganization. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Okay, Virgo. Okay, so we have a Virgo, reorganization. So this is somebody who is going to come in and shake things up, help you organize your life, reorganize your priorities, help you to finalize your plans and your goals. They help you to see the bigger picture. Okay, so be mindful of this Virgo coming in, or this could be your partner already, and they are all about getting the house in order, redirecting things, organizing. Okay, so there's a Virgo coming in who's all about getting things organized, okay, and wanting to make sure that there's an equal responsibilities, making sure that there's no one who's doing too much and no one who's doing too little. So there's a balance there. And then we have Sun in Gemini, communications. Hone your negotiation and relationship skills. Communication. Okay, so this is a Sun in Gemini. So there's possibly a Gemini involved here in this relationship. So this could be your partner already, or for you single Aquariuses, this is somebody who's coming in, and they are all about communications. They're all about wanting to know where you're coming from. They're all about clear communication, saying where they're at, what they want, what they require, what they expect, what they're willing to offer. And this person's all about being clear, where sometimes Aquarius, you can come across maybe sometimes too aggressive and the communication can be broken down, maybe because people sometimes can be nervous of saying things to you because they don't know what they're going to get. But this person's going to be able to know how to communicate with you effectively, okay, so that they get the best out of you. They're able to negotiate with you. They're able to show their love and their compassion for you. Okay, so there's a Gemini here. We have Eclipse in Capricorn, new direction, reevaluate success. So for some of you, you are evaluating where your relationship is. Is it successful where you need to be, or is it one that you need to retreat from? or is this a relationship that you're willing to move to the next level? Okay, you want to change direction. Maybe it was just friends and now it's ascending to a higher state of commitment. Okay, so there's definitely a Capricorn all about turning points, changing the direction, moving from one state of being to the next. So we have a Capricorn there. And last but not least, we have Moon in Sagittarius, discovery, freedom and adventure. So you've got this fire sign Sagittarius, who's all about discovery and adventure and freedom and adventure. Somebody who wants to see the world and is going to want to travel with you. So this is a beautiful energy. This person is fired up, who wants to do things. They are all about discovering how far this relationship can go, who they are as a person, who, you know, what type of relationship that they're having with you. So this is very, very positive. Very, very positive. Okay, so let's look at when this relationship will be coming in for you single Aquariuses. So for some of you, you're told to wait. There's no rush for this new relationship. You taking some time to retreat and to recover. Okay, making sure that you are taking care of your health first, making sure that you are in receipt of all of the information before you jump. Okay, because when you are ready, you will be assertive, but it's always good to make sure you are in receipt of all the facts. Okay, so for some of you, it's not about that, it's about waiting. Okay, so when is this relationship? Single. Oh gosh, so this is again not the right time. So I feel like with saying wait, let's focus more upon our the healing and the recovery. Okay, because as it's saying for you to wait, this isn't saying you have to wait forever, but wait until you feel like you have more strength within your body and your mind and your soul right now to continue on to express yourself with somebody brand new, because right now it's not the right time for you to jump in. But obviously, like I said, for those who are already in relationships and they're going through all of this, why would that significant other, there is room for growth on both sides. As long as everybody is in receipt of all the facts and where they stand, everything is fine. But you are being more cautioned to take care of yourself. Okay, and it seems to be a resounding thing across the air signs. Take some time for yourself, you know. And when you feel strong, then you can share all of who you are. Do you get what I mean? And to be comfortable enough and brave enough to do so, you know. Okay, let's get one more. So we're just going to go into the love activation. Let's work out what it is that we are learning through these relationships. Because we know that every situation that we are in, we have an ability to learn something about ourselves. We learn a lot about ourselves through relationships with others, especially the romantic ones. You know, they tend to be our mirrors. So, okay, so Aquarius, what is going to be activated within you through your relationships, or why you're going through all of these different things within your relationships, is to help you grow, and it's going to help you with your cooperation. So it says cooperation. In the quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. Cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. And this is even if they don't have the values that you have. So you're going to be able to work with people, liaise, spend time with people who don't necessarily share the same values as you, but you're able to come from a place of love and understand that even though somebody may not see things the way you do, they have value, their views are valuable to them, and it's you know, it's calling for us to make sure that we can be cooperative and respectful of everyone's views as much as we want people to be respectful of our own. And then we have acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people. You are ready to release the control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So you are accepting that you cannot change situations or people. Rather, you're going to allow everything to naturally unfold. You're not going to force ripe anything. You're not going to seek revenge. You're not going to keep fighting somebody or fighting a situation. You're going to accept that things are the way that they are, and that your reaction to that situation is what defines who you are within that present space. Okay, because it's all about being present. Okay, so we're going to be accepting what it is that we can't change and being, you know, encouraged to change the things that we can, which is our reaction to things and what we're vibrating on. Okay, and then we have cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is the agent of change and the foundation of your results. Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So you understand that what you're vibrating on, what you're thinking about, brings about an effect. Okay? And that if you can change your mindset to the preferred state of being, things will change and the whole outcome, the whole foundation of the outcome will change based on what it is that you really want to see positively. Okay, so vibrate what it is that you want. If you keep manifesting negativity, then more of that will come to you. Okay, it's cause and effect. Okay, and then we have discernment. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. This is big, discernment. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Okay, love from fear. Coming from a place of love is allowing things to be, even if they don't feel or look like the way we want it to look, but to just trust in the process. Fear is to want to change a situation or to scorn a situation that you may not ever be able to change. Okay, and maybe you're looking at it all the whole wrong way because you're looking at it from a fearful place. What's it going to look like? You know, how is it perceived? You know, ego. And then truth from illusion. So the illusion of seeing things the way that you're seeing them through other people's eyes or through fear or through lack of knowledge, ignorance, you know, and the truth that things are the way that they are or they just wouldn't be. You know, with that type of discernment, life and your relationships will be so much more lighter. You'll be able to have so much more fun and be like it says, a lot more playful. Okay, so that has been your love reading. I'm just going to go into some advice, and that's for all signs. Okay, air signs. Let's get into some advice. So I'm going to get the advice from the Animal Spirit deck, and then we'll end with some affirmations from A Gentle Hug from the Soul. A gentle hug for the soul, there you go. And these are affirmations. So get some advice for the air signs. And this is all air signs. Advice. Some advice for this. Air signs. Okay, some lovely advice and things to consider and just to remember. So the first one is chameleon spirit, act as if. And that's about that attention and that attraction. Act as if it's already happening. That's for vibration, that's connecting to the right energy. Act as if you're already rich by dressing, being around people who are affluent, reading the types of literature that affluent people read as an example, but act as if. Stag spirit, take the lead. Don't wait for opportunities to come in your lap. Don't wait to make the first move. Take the lead. Panther spirit, reclaim your power. Reclaim your power. That's letting go of fear, worry, or doubt. Regain your power. Reclaim your power. Cow spirit, the miracles are endless. When you reclaim your spirit, take the lead, act as if. The miracles are endless. The miracles are endless. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Seahorse spirit, watch and wait. Watch and wait what happens. Watch and wait what happens when you act as if, get into the right energy, when you take the lead and you don't wait for opportunities to come, when you reclaim your power by letting go of fear and doubt. The miracles are endless when you start believing in yourself. Believe in yourself. Wait and watch. Watch and wait. So last but not least, let's get some affirmations that will support you, air signs, for the rest of July and moving forward, okay? Get some. Get a gentle hug for the soul for my air signs. Affirmations for signs. Please. That's it. Okay. Oh, there was more. There was one underneath. Okay. So the first affirmation that will support you moving through July and moving forward is, I love me. I love me. I honor myself. I honor myself. I am where I need to be right now. I am where I need to be right now. People come in and out of my life for a reason. People come in and out of my life for a reason. Okay, air signs, that has been your reading. I hope that it's been beneficial and I hope it helps you throughout July and moving forward. The listens, all the information for your personal readings are down in the description box below. Please subscribe and build on my channel. Follow and like the videos and share. Share. Take care. The listens.